What time is it? Okay. Right. I've been wanting to make this video for a little while now, but I've kind of had to have that internal debate of whether I should or why I should be making this video. But yeah, I've been off YouTube for a while now. I've just got back into it, and I think I owe you, owe is a strong word. I think I need to give you guys an explanation because I want to. I think you deserve to have one because what the brief story is what happened is I've been off YouTube for most of 2024. I think I posted 3 videos in 2024 when beforehand I was posting 2 a week. So some people, some lovely people have noticed this, and I've had messages from people who watch me who I don't know, who I might have seen in comments before, but I don't know them in person, just randomly popping up either in the comments or on my Facebook, messaging me directly, asking how I am, because they've noticed I haven't been there. And that really touches me because to even notice in the first place that I'm not there, being that I'm a small creator, is pretty amazing. But to care enough to reach out, it's a little thing, but it really means a lot. Considering everything that's happened or is happening. So yeah, I want to make this video. So like I said, 2024 basically haven't hardly done anything on YouTube because it all started in autumn 2023. Got a phone call from Hong Kong where Yvonne's mum, Yvonne, my wife, my mother-in-law, I can't get myself confused. Yeah, saying that she'd fallen severely ill. It wasn't totally unexpected, but obviously you never know when these things are going to happen. So Yvonne had to rush off to Hong Kong, and I'm here with my little boy Kobe, who you might have seen on other videos. This is something that people have to go through from time to time, and if you don't, you're extremely lucky, but it happens. So I'm not singling myself out for any special treatment or anything like that. It's just, it's life, isn't it? It's what happens, but life affects things, and to compound it, like literally less than 2 weeks after Yvonne had gone back to Hong Kong, I get a phone call from my own family who are in Britain along with me. They live about an hour away from me, saying that my mum was also quite ill, which turned into some. I'm not going to go into any detail just because, you know, it just doesn't feel right. But both my mother-in-law and my mum were very ill. So obviously I can't focus on things like YouTube. So I stopped. I had to kind of concentrate on looking after the home life of my little boy and support my wife as much as I could, and also obviously my mum. So it was a sort of huge amount of stress on all of us. It's not just me, I'm just the person on YouTube, right? You know, all 3 of the ladies involved, my wife, my mother-in-law and my mum, are hugely strong. I have nothing but the greatest respect for them. It's been crazy what they've had to go through. You have to trust me on that. Like I said, I don't really want to go into any detail, but I'm not talking about insignificant illnesses, we're talking big stuff. Anyway, with all that going on, how am I doing YouTube? Well, I wasn't, and I stopped initially with that nagging feeling that I should be doing stuff. I mean, I'm already kind of working anyway. I have my own business as a photographer, some of you may know, and just keeping the studio open and functioning and looking after Kobe and just trying to keep everything as normal as possible with all the worry going on is not easy, and trying to make sure Kobe was okay, because obviously every little boy is going to miss their mum, right? So it wasn't easy, but it was a bit strange, because even during this period, there's always silver linings, and it was a chance for me and Kobe to bond that little bit extra, which, you know, in normal times would have been lovely. This was kind of just happened as a matter of course and naturally. So I mean, I'm not going to, obviously that's a positive out of quite a dark situation. But yeah, I was focusing on making sure he was okay. As a parent, you just do whatever you got to do, right? Weird enough, it felt like being a single parent, and just imagining all the millions of single parents out there doing this on a day-to-day basis without breaking sweat, or just as a normal. It's like, wow, I doff my cap to you. That's a huge respect, because I've always worked as a team with Yvonne. That's what I'm used to. That's what we do. So this was a huge culture shock for me. I mean, you do it. I mean, that's the one thing you do learn. You just do it. You got no choice. You have to get into that routine of being mum and dad, and you do everything, and that comes natural. It just, the initial shock was like quite big. But you do it. If you're a parent, you just do it. There's no choice. There's no ifs or buts. You just do it. That doesn't make me a hero. It doesn't make me anything. It just makes me normal, I suppose. And you know, I don't feel particularly proud of myself for doing it. I just did it. I'd be severely less proud if I hadn't managed it. That would have been awful. But I can also understand why people could find that really, really difficult. So, yeah, one of the things it's made me feel is to not to judge people so easily, because, you know, the amount of stress I was coming under, I coped. I was okay. It wasn't easy, but you did it. But I could see how it could affect other people in different ways. So it's kind of opened my eyes a little bit there. We're very quick to judge, and we're very quick to cast aspirations on other people. Aspersions, even, not aspirations. So yeah, even for me, who I try not to do that, but we all do it, don't we? Maybe just have second thoughts about that in the future. Anyway, Christmas came and went. Yvonne came home before Christmas, and we had a Christmas. And we made the best of it as we could. You got to take these precious moments, because this kind of draws into sharp relief life and how fragile everything is, right? So it starts to make you think about, you know, what could be. And then in February, Yvonne, Kobe and I went back to Hong Kong to see mother-in-law. We actually spent Chinese New Year out there, which was a bit different, because I don't think I've ever spent Chinese New Year in Hong Kong before. So that was good. And it wasn't really a holiday. It was, you know, it was a visit with a little bit more, you know, serious undertones, if you like. But we made the best of that. Came back, and then literally within a week, Yvonne decided that she needed to go back to look after her mum for a longer spell. It was a difficult conversation, but yeah, she went with my full support, because you got to do what you got to do. And it was my only kind of concern was Kobe, because it was difficult for him, especially the first time without his mum. There's no way he could go to Hong Kong as well. Can't give up on his education like that, and all his friends, everything else is here. We can't just transplant him over to Hong Kong for an indeterminate time and see what happens, because that's just not fair on him. So obviously we were staying here. I was trying to work as best I can and keep going. But the upshot of all of this was YouTube was way off my radar by then. The only thing I could do to help myself was to kind of take the guilt away. and to say, look, let myself off the hook, because as all creators will tell you, if there's always that nagging thing that if you're not doing it, you should be doing it. And I was feeling that until then, and I kind of released myself from that, and that took a bit of a weight off my shoulders, at least, you know, just a little thing to help me get through. And just to think, you know, I was going to do it when I could, but now wasn't that then, as in now but then wasn't the time. Hope that makes sense. And yeah, that does help, because then it's just one little thing off my burden, if you like, because I had far more pressing things to deal with. But then, yeah, I mean, me and Kobe, we got on. I just had to plan things to make sure that he was occupied and distracted, and obviously we got FaceTime and everything, so there was daily conversations with Mummy anyway, so that was okay. And then the good side of this was Yvonne's mum and my mum both made improvements. Again, I won't go into detail, but you never know what's around the corner, but it started, things looked better. Like I said, they're both such tremendously strong ladies. It's incredible. I see them and I'm thinking, I don't know if I could cope with what they've had to go through, you know. And I know both of them are more worried about us than they are about themselves, which is crazy. But I guess that's the way it works. As children, as their children, we just want them to be well, but they're just more concerned about us taking time out of our lives to be with them or to help them, whatever. Of course, you know, that doesn't come into it. We just do what we've got to do. So yeah, when Yvonne came back in August, things were a lot brighter. Otherwise, she wouldn't have left Hong Kong, to be fair, if it wasn't better for her mum. And my mum has improved a huge amount, and things are looking better. You know, all things are fleeting, so we don't know how long this is going to last, but you live each day one day at a time. Cliches, but some cliches have good meaning. You make the best of every minute whilst everything is good, because things are not always going to be good, you know. Nobody gets off the planet alive, right? That's just the way it is. Yeah, so August, it was the grand reunion. I've never seen a child so excited in my life. He was physically, like, we both went to the airport to pick her up, and he didn't stop jumping around once, and bless him, I've got the video, the back. He was just so excited. I was so pleased for him, you know, for him to see his mum again. And literally within a week, things were back to normal, like she'd never gone, which is great. That's what you want. Yeah, so that was August, and then again, I still wasn't ready for making YouTube videos. I knew I was going to. It was just a case of when. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to give myself until Christmas and see what I feel like. And I can remember on Christmas Day thinking, yeah, what's my decision? Yeah, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to start prepping, and then I'm going to start releasing. And I released my first one, the Pak Choi one, if you haven't seen it, in February. And I'm going to dial it down a little bit. I'm going to go for one a week if I can. And I'm not going to beat myself up if I have to miss it for whatever reason. But I am going to try. I want to. Weirdly enough, the channel has grown steadily through all this time, even not uploading. I guess that's the advantage of having cooking videos. People are looking for recipes all the time, so it doesn't kind of go out of fashion. But I really want to do it because I'm in it now. I'm in it, and I want to see how far I can take it. And it's, you know, something I've always loved doing since I started doing this during lockdown. And I never thought I would ever get monetized, let alone, what about 18,500 subscribers now, which again, on the grand scheme of things, is tiny, but for me, that's massive. So I've made a couple of little resolutions, bringing it back up to current day. You know, everything being better, it's allowed me to kind of have a little bit more ambition and some goals to hit. So what I want to do, two things I want to do, I think it's two. Yeah, two things I want to do. Now I've got to 18,500 subscribers, a lot of which have happened between me making videos at all. I really feel I want to and can get that silver play button, which is 100,000 subscribers. That would be lovely. I really want that. That's a target. I've never had a target like that before. I just always played it by ear. So, well, yeah, once you hit 1,000, let's see if we can hit 2,000 and 5,000 and 10,000 would be great. And I thought, no, my last target was obviously 20,000, but beyond that now, I'm thinking, yeah, let's go for one of the big ones. Let's hit 100,000. That'd be great. That would be super. Just an achievement. It doesn't, I don't think, grant you any special powers. It just means that you've hit a mark where there's something you get for it in terms of something that, you know, the silver play button is the lowest one on the tier, but it's quite a rare thing still, and I'd like to do that. And the second thing I'd like to do, one of my little secret ambitions, there's a program in the UK called Saturday Kitchen, which is on Saturday mornings, right? And I've always wanted to go on that. So if anybody knows any producers, give them a nudge from me. And yeah, I'd like to appear on that. Just because there's no other reasons apart from, yeah, I'd like to do that, which would be great. Yeah, so that would be cool. So I'm starting to make some plans. I've got some videos going. The Pak Choi video, which was my return video, has done really well. I think it's done 60,000 views, which I've never had from a standing start from a video release. I've had videos hit spikes before, but none of them ever took off like that, which was really nice. So thank you for watching, if you have. If not, go watch it. But yeah, things are okay. Things are decent. I've got my little boy staring through the kitchen.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you want to come in? Come on then. Come and say hello to everybody. Quickly. You're not supposed to be here, are you? Hello. Can you see?
Yes.
Do you want to put you on the table?
Me on the table.
Right. There you go. Oh. Can you sit on it?
Yeah.
Are you on it? Okay, don't fall off. Look, sit side saddle. Oh my God! I say little boy, he's not so little anymore. That's the problem. So yeah, this is the little one I've been doing it all for. He's going to inherit my channel one day, aren't you? You're going to be Mr. Chow Lau one day, aren't you? But better than me, right?
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
100%.
Anyway, that's it. That's why I've made this video. That's why I haven't made videos for a long time, but we're into it back now. Yeah, you're going to co-present some with me in the future. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, so again, going back to my first point, you guys are amazing. I mean, just reaching, you wouldn't believe how much that has kept me going when people have just literally messaged me with, how are you okay? Are you still there? Every time I got those messages, it just gave me that little bit of strength that we all need, to know that people, that people care, and it just means such a lot. It really does. You guys, a lot of you don't know me apart from watching me on video. I don't know you, and for you to do that is just so kind, so thoughtful, and really means such a huge amount to me. So thank you. Really, thank you. And that's it. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in a cooking video next time, right? Okay.
Hopefully me too.
And you too. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, let's go. Oh my God, so heavy. That's it, I'm done.
I'm hefty.
Hefty you are.
I'm hungry.
I've got some eggs here.